Hi, my name is Matthew Henry, and you're watching the LARNE Project.
What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode 23 of the LARNE Project here in Football Manager 2019. Hopefully you guys are good. I thought today we'd start on a screen that I've not already shown that much in this series, and it's because it's kind of been a screen that's not been all that important. We've never really had to concern ourselves with it. It's, of course, our club finances. You can see them on screen here. Of course, we're in a pretty good spot all in all. I talked last year, or yeah, I guess it was last calendar year, about a sponsorship deal we got in January. We did actually get one at the start of February as well for £2.2 million. These are rather inconspicuous sponsorship deals that appear. They are 1 year, and of course they're definitely not from our chairman, because if they were from our chairman, these investments and not sponsorship deals, that would of course go against financial fair play. But because they're sponsorship deals, it's fine. It's not an investment. Modern football, financial fair play is a bit of a joke when it comes to how teams work around it, but it is the reality of the game. And with those two investments that we've had over the last, year pretty much, it sees our overall balance be in a very, very healthy position. You can see in terms of the wage budget for next year, already tipped to be around £60,000, which is almost, you can see here, we are 12,000 under it right now. So that's really, really good. And our committed spend is even lower than that. So there is money to spend next year for the European campaign if we can unearth some players that I'm desperate to sign. But to be honest, all in all, things have just been going very, very well here. Financially, nothing really to worry about. Youth intake has happened, yes, let's talk about it. There were two players who were actually quite good in this year's youth intake. I will probably not be able to find them now. But the first of these was Robert Downey. Yes, not Downey Jr., just Robert Downey. But I feel like there's a nickname in the making here somewhere. 16 years old. What a centre-back this guy looks like he could be, though. From the academy, it means he's going to be homegrown, which will be useful for Europe. And I mean, looking at him, strength a bit of a weakness, but all in all, he just looks like a real kind of potential talent for the future who I'm very, very excited about. Of course, last year we had Thomas Watson come through our youth intake. To be honest, he's not really developed all that much compared to some of our other players. I feel like during the off-season I might do another LARNE project extra talking about our kind of youth team, because there's some players here like Lille who are probably going to be breaking their way into the first team next year, and so it's probably worth kind of catching you guys up to speed. Also players like Adrian Crawford, again another 16-year-old defender. We've got a lot of very, very talented players here who I think are going to be knocking on the first team door over the summer period. It could be an interesting summer in terms of me trying to balance out our squad. So yeah, Robert Downey was the big pick of the bunch in terms of intakes this year. There were one or two others. I think Lloyd Bryan was one of them. Or Byrne, rather. I'll get his name right eventually. But yeah, another good player who looks like he could be fairly solid at 15. Good consistency. Okay, potentially. Looks actually like a very, very good fullback here. I should, however, set up his training and, we'll go with him on just wing-back for support, I think, for now. But yeah, across the board, obviously, our under-18 isn't the most stacked in the world by any means. Michael Stewart, I think, was another player in this year's intake. I'm not so excited about him. I feel like his current ability is a little bit lacking, but hey-ho, he looks okay, right? But yeah, our under-18s is kind of young players who are really hot prospects who I don't think are ever going to be quite good enough. Our under-20s is, just a very, very good squad. Probably a few too many centre attacking mids when you look at it, but at the same time, lots of exciting talent there. Actually, with all the centre attacking mid talent in mind, I have been tweaking around with our tactics. I have got this monstrosity kind of being trained just as a, hey, I might need this in a year or two's time kind of system. You know, if these centre attacking mids develop as much as I hope they might, we might end up having to play something like this. But obviously, for now at least, I'm pretty happy with the system that we've got. But yes, our under-20 is just looking very, very talented and very, very exciting. Since you were last here, of course, if you did miss last episode, go check it out. It was the Northern Irish Football League Cup final. Today we actually have the semi-final of the Irish Cup, so another big cup competition today. And the reason we're back for that game is because, things have been going very well, both on and off the pitch for us. Obviously, the finances are all in a pretty good order. Everything has been reasonably solid. The players who were unhappy over January have had their interest cool down, and, well, the players we didn't sell, players like Glatzel, are now more content to be at the club. And you can see on the pitch, things going well too. Our first game we took on Dungannon Swifts, a 2-0 win in this game. Phoenix Patterson and Michelini with goals just after the first half, and kind of going into the second half. We started the game really hot with these 2 goals and cruised through. All in all, just a very solid performance. You can see in the bottom left the match stats. We dominated this game. Unfortunately, Dungannon Swifts are already relegated. They are not a good team by any means, so it was good to get the 2-0 win. Maybe would have liked a few more, but beggars can't be choosers, and we're not beggars, we're winners. I don't know where I'm going with that. But anyway, the next game we had against Glentoran, a little bit more competitive, a little bit more interesting. This, a 3-2 away win, and to be honest, it was a bit of a roller coaster of a game. Nathan Kerr opening up the goal scoring for them from right back. And, well, in the closing stages of the first half, Brad Lyons, who was playing as the complete forward for this match, got 2 goals. Obviously a little bit unusual for Brad Lyons to be the man making the difference for us. But yes, he grabbed 2 for us. 2 fairly similar finishes as well. The 2 goals very, very similar. And well, we went in at half-time ahead and we took our lead that little bit further. Paul Glatzel with the goal and an assist from Lyons this time. Unfortunately, however, Curtis Allen, who is Glentoran's kind of big, I guess, menacing striker, the player to really be fearful of, did get them a goal immediately following that. And, well, despite a nervous last 30 minutes to the game, we did hold on for the win. Brad Lyons, of course, a player we signed last year. And in hindsight, I feel like I might have offered him a bit too much in terms of wages. He's a good player, don't get me wrong. As you can see here, 16 starts for us, 5 goals, 8 assists. He's not been a regular starter, but he's just such a flexible player in the team. He's really ideal to have as a squad player. But his wages are a little high for a squad player. But regardless, at least at the moment, I'm very happy to have him at the club. He has really kind of proven his worth, as he did in this game here against Glentoran. Anyway, the next game we had, you can see here, it was the Irish Cup quarter-final. Of course, we play in the semi-final today, so you already know how this went down. But we took on Institute, who are a team in the league below us, and we won this game 3-0. Paul Glatzel with a hat-trick. Lovely goals by him. The second, the pick of a bunch. The really kind of nice passing move. And that kind of saw us over the line. We got a goal in the 93rd minute as well to complete his hat-trick. And obviously, Glatzel, a player who was linked away from the club in January, kicked up a real fuss about the fact that I wasn't willing to sell him for tiny transfer fees that we were getting in. And, well, it was good to see him get his head down now and, well, find the gut net 3 times in this game. Anyway, our most recent game against Cliftonville, I was thinking about live commenting this. It'll become apparent in just a second why I didn't do it. But we won this game 3-0. We finally beat Cliftonville. I thought about doing them for the 4th episode in a row, but I decided you guys are sick of seeing the kit clash by now. As you can see, Mandanda opened up the goal scoring before Kayendra Simmons. That first name I still struggle with. Talking is hard. But yes, Kayendra Simmons. 2 goals for him, quick double as well. 2 nice finishes, very much kind of poacher finishes for him in the 61st and 63rd minute. Saw us go 3-0 up. They lost their heads in the closing stages, had a man sent off for a second yellow. But, well, the damage had already been done. 3-0 it finished, and what a performance that was. Anyway, as I said, there was a reason that I didn't do this match, and it is because if we look at Cliftonville's schedule, they've completely bottled it all. They have lost against Addons, they've lost against Coleraine, and as a result, if we just look at the league table here, with 4 games left, we currently sit 11 points clear. So 2 points in our remaining 4 games will be enough. If we can get 5 points in our remaining games, we will set the record points total in a single season, which is definitely something I'd like to strive for. You can see Ballymena with Cliftonville's drop in form have now secured 2nd place, and well, they have a 4-point cushion to it as well. Glenavon, Cliftonville and Glentoran kind of fighting it out, you can see for 3rd, 4th and 5th respectively. But as a result of that, the league games suddenly aren't as spicy as they once were. I did worry for a period that it was going to go down to the wire, but with Cliftonville struggling, we've kind of found our feet, found our momentum, and I figured that today the Irish Cup semi-final was what the people wanted to see. And well, we are going to be taking on Crusaders in it. Just a little bit of kind of team injury news. If we look here at the injury history, you can see we have had some injuries recently. Michelini's been out with a short while. A few minor injuries. The big one, Graham Kelly out for 2 months. Obviously, a bit of a shame for him. He was a very vital player in our squad last year. Been a bit of a rotation option this year, but to be honest, has very rarely played after, well, being a player who at the start of the season I thought was going to be a key component of our team. He's kind of just fizzled out into, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word? This is going to annoy me now. I'll be back in a sec. I need to think of what this word is. Irrelevancy. That was the word I was looking for, my word. We got there in the end. I don't know why I can't talk today. It's been one of those episodes already. Sometimes when you sit down and do these episodes 100% live, you can just talk and talk and talk, and it all flows. And then other times you just screw up and screw up and screw up. Forgive me, folks. Anyway, let's keep this going, shall we? You can see here, obviously, we've had a few injuries. Thomas Stewart has signed a new deal at the club for 1 more year. He's happy to be a backup. Unfortunately for us, however, since he signed that new deal, you can see he got an abdominal strain for 4 weeks and was out with that. And then he fractured his upper arm and is currently out with that for 4 weeks. So 2-month-long injuries. It's almost the Chris Eagles effect. And while speaking of Eagles, if you were wondering, he is still in the reserve team. We've not been able to get rid of him just yet. He has actually got okay attributes as a staff member, so I'd quite like to sign him on as a coach. But right now we don't have any coaching spots, so we'll try and free up room for him. I'd like to keep on, obviously, former players at the club, especially ones with good personality. So Chris, I mean, you can see his physicals haven't been that great, have they, for a while? Obviously, he was a massive player for us last year, but this year he's not even played for us, unfortunately. Just a series of injuries has really ruined the end of his career. Anyway, I've rambled for long enough here. Let's get into today's game. It's a big match. There are actually some league games going on. Are Ballymena playing? They're not. If Ballymena were playing, we could have wrapped up the title without playing a game, but it isn't meant to be. In terms of our team, we're going to go with Jared Thompson in goal, O'Sheen and McElhaney at centre-back, Kane at left-back, Newell and Sewell in the centre of the midfield, Williams playing right-back, Mandanda, Simmons, Glatzel and O'Connor. Phoenix sitting out at the moment. He's been a little bit lacklustre. I want to give Glatzel a little more game time. And well, you look at our front three here, or rather our front four here, they're all in double figures for goals for the seasons. Glatzel's got 14, O'Connor with 21, Simmons with 24, Mandanda up to 11. Fair play, my son. 9 assists as well to his name. A really impressive season for Mandanda, who I think last year didn't even get close to that kind of performance. Anyway, let's see how we get on here. Going straight into this, we deserve to be in the final. I want to win more silverware this year. I can't believe that we lost the final last time out in our last live com. I'm hoping that today we can turn things around. It would be nice to have the cup final to end the season with for the end of season live com. And, well, let's see if we can make it happen, shall we? A big game against Crusaders. They are a team who, honestly, I thought were going to be a bit of a bigger rival for us than they've ended up being. They have a very, very good squad. They started the season well, but have struggled as of late. And while we have an early chance here, a chance maybe, oh my gosh, all the efforts getting blocked away here. Can we make it happen? Of course we can. O'Connor to McElhaney, the captain. And well, you'd have to say, Mark Claney's just had an incredible year for us all around. He's one of the top performers in terms of average rating in the league. I thought the initial opportunity had gone there. You can see just so many blocked shots. Eventually O'Connor with a really intelligent... Well, I don't know if he shot and it deflected, actually, looking there. I thought it was an intelligent pass across to the centre-back, but having seen it from another angle, it looks like it was actually a blocked shot. But anyway, a nice start here. We have struggled in the last few live comms. I'd like to try and get a win here. It's never going to be easy, but we're going to try and make it happen here as they are coming on the offensive Crusaders. Lovely win. I think that was by Sull. Was it? Of course it was. Why am I doubting it? Now with O'Connor. Goes to Newell. Mandanda now. Can he pull the strings from deep? He's got options to his left. Sewell. What a ball that is to O'Connor. Only one man in the middle to aim for. Although at the back post, Simmons is there. Tight angle. Can he make it happen? No, he cannot. The keeper has eventually tipped it wide there. Although the angle was always against Simmons. Not entirely sure why he tried to shoot there. But, well, we'll never know, will we? It's the Football Manager match engine at the end of the day. It's a lottery as to whether or not players shoot from the tighter angles. I will say... in recent years, I feel like the match engine's got way better at that. There was a period, I think FM 14 or 15, where every time the ball went wide like that, you always knew the player was going to shoot instead of pulling it back. It has got better, obviously, at the level that we're playing at. Players do like to make terrible decisions when it comes to shot selection. Simmons giving us a good example there. Anyway, BT with the ball goes to Burns. I mean, we need to get it out here if we can. Oh my gosh, that was a little close for comfort, wasn't it? Jared Thompson... I think had to tip it wide in the end, but well, we live to fight another day. McElhaney gets it clear, but only as far as Frame, who gets crunchingly tackled there. Can we deal with this second ball? Owen's out wide. No nonsense, please. That's nonsense. Neko. That, I said no nonsense, and you've gone straight through the back of your man. A set piece. This is not a nice position to be in. Can we get rid of it? Please just be a pointless highlight. 17 minutes gone. Get it clear. Free kick. There you go. No panicking. We can relax for now. You can see, looking at the stats, despite the fact that we have just seen a few chances for Crusaders, we are bossing the game completely. And while we're on the attack again, let's see if we can, whilst we have this spell of dominance, get a second goal. That's got to be the aim. Referee almost getting in the way there, but Neco Williams with it to O'Connor. A bullet header there. The 18 or 17 heading or whatever it is. I mean, O'Connor just has great heading, but you saw all the points of it in use there with that one. Generated power from nothing. Maybe another chance here. Out on this left-hand side again. More build-up play. Back post to Neco Williams, who hits the woodwork. Can we get the rebound? And we can't. It's hacked away. Crusaders living life on the edge. We've hit the woodwork twice. We've not had a clear-cut chance yet, but 3 half chances. It would have been nice to score one of those that's come our way. And actually, it looks like at half-time, it's going to just be a 1-goal margin in this game. So, despite how much we've dominated, can't kind of rest on our laurels just yet. We can't afford to think the job's done. I'm actually going to tell the players here I'm far from pleased. I'm not happy, boys. Can we step it up again in the second half, please? That has got to be the aim for us. Obviously, the main aim, win the game, get to the final. At the same time, though, you want to do it with style. You want to do it playing sexy football. Mandanda, can you show us style? Keeper saves it. Only as far as McLeany saves it again. McLeany! Oh my gosh, you thought he was going to get his second goal of the game there. That was a pretty decent opportunity from the rebound. Mandanda's initial free kick too hot to handle, but the rebound just unable to be converted. The keeper at the moment for them, Johns, keeping the minute. 25 minutes left. Let's make some changes here. Glatzel hasn't had the greatest of games. I'm going to bring in Patterson and then play him out on the left. So Phoenix going to play the inside forward role. Simmons goes to kind of his usual position, I guess, as the advance forward. We've got a chance here that we need to defend if we can. That should be okay, I think. Crusaders here with a corner. It's a pointless highlight, thankfully. I don't like having to defend set pieces. Whilst we are good in the air, it's still not overly comfortable to witness. 10 minutes left now. Still 1 goal to the good. It's not all said and done just yet. They now have a set piece. Frame whips it in back post. And that's why I don't like set pieces. Beverland with the goal. What a profile picture that is, by the way. He looks like he's striking a pose for the camera. Why am I concentrating on that? I need to focus on what's happening here. It's 1-1. Suddenly a game that you thought was all wrapped up and done through, well, a lack of effort from the goalkeeper, you'd have to say there, but also through a lack of just quality going forward. We're in trouble. I'm going to make a change, I think. Mandanda's had a really poor game. I'm actually going to make a controversial decision. Mandanda is going to come off for Tommy O'Donnell. Neco Williams on the right-hand side. Can we make something happen here? Ball in. I think he was trying to pick out Phoenix. He's overhit it horrifically. Maybe at the second time of asking we can make something happen here. Newell to Sull. Now in Newell. Dinks it forward. Simmons, why have you headed it back then? He was offside, so it didn't matter. But I would have liked him to have taken the shot there if possible. But yes, a bold decision by me here. Mandanda not having a great day at the office. And, well, we're going to make a change. I don't know if this goes to a second leg or extra time. I guess we'll find out. Neco Williams, unless there's a late goal here. Patterson, go on, Phoenix. Have a go. Have a go, my son. I take it all back. 30 seconds over extra time. The man on off the bench will take that. Phoenix. He rises again. I need to stop with the Phoenix rise. It's too easy. It writes itself. Neco Williams, ball in. Defender perhaps should feel like he could have done a bit more with the time that he had. It came to Phoenix and a composed finish by him. He only has 9 finishing. He used all 9 points of it there to stroke it away. The referee's whistle should just go immediately here. I mean, it's a dramatic win, but we will take it. And it looks like off to the Irish Cup final we are going to go unless... Well, I was about to say unless they can score now. It would have been mad if they did, but they haven't. 2-1. We left it late, but we did it. And I think that's what matters. Oh gosh, that was far too stressful. That should have been way simpler than it was. A good win at the Oval for us. And that does see us going now on into the final. I want to sign this guy from Crusaders. I was looking for a Crusaders team. He is listed as their hot prospect and I was actually scouting him. One thing you might have noticed looking at the calendar is I had nothing to do in March. Like, some leagues have winter breaks. Apparently, Northern Ireland has a March break. So as a result of this break, it was right around when intake happened. So I did have a look around, and the pick of the bunches was this guy, Simon Carlisle, who I actually found because he was listed as Crusaders' hot prospect, and I kind of recognised him as a new name. I've scouted him over the last kind of couple of weeks. My God, how good is this guy at 15? I want him. I need him. Maybe we can get him at the end of the year. He isn't interested in joining us just yet. Maybe if we can tempt him with Champions League football, things will change. In terms of when we'll be back, I think we'll be back in May for that game, the Irish Cup final. The 4 league games we have left, whilst they're not kind of easy games by any means, you've seen how the league's playing out. We need 1 point or 2 points, and Ballymena need to win every single one of their games. So barring an absolute capitulation of us and Ballymena winning all their games, where I'd come back for that last game of the season, I'm going to see you guys next time for the end of season live com. It's going to be the Irish Cup final. Should be a good time. Do we know who we're going to be playing in the final of that yet? We do actually. It's going to be Glenavon, who are the previous champions of the Premiership, which we are looking likely to win. So they're going to want to take the title that we currently hold, which is this competition, in revenge for us taking their league title that they secured last year. But anyway, guys, that's going to be all from me today. Hopefully you did enjoy. As always, if you did, a like would be super appreciated. And other than that, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.